Hello everyone, welcome to KV Maths. As per your poll, we need to explain trigonometry today. Trigonometry. Small request to you all. Just keep your textbooks beside of you, then only you can understand. First, I'll explain you what is trigonometry. Trigonometry. So, what is trigonometry? Tri means 3, gono means angle, and metry means measurement. So in trigonometry, we will learn triangle measurement. So simply now tell me which figure has 3 angles. Anyone in the chat? Which figure has 3 angles? Yes, you are correct. That is triangle. That is triangle. So friends, you may have a doubt. Why we are learning trigonometry? Why shouldn't we learn quadrometry or something? So I will explain you. See, suppose take a figure like this. Not per scale, okay? I am not using scale to draw, so it is little bit not nice. So now see, I am challenging you. We can convert these figures into triangles. Here one triangle, here another triangle, here another triangle, here another triangle. So every object in this world can be divided into triangles. I bet for it. So okay, so again I am telling you, in trigonometry, tri means 3, gono means angle, metry means measurement. In trigonometry, we deal triangle measurement. So now read the introduction. So you may think that what is the use of reading introduction? So in the public exams, in the last Roman or something, they will ask you, give an example. They may ask you for any chapter, give an example. Then how can you? So to get examples, read the introduction part, then only you can understand. We have seen triangles and their properties in previous classes. Yes, no? In 9th class, 8th class, we have read about triangles. There we observed different daily life situations where we were using triangles. Yes, right? So let's again look at some of the daily life examples. Electric poles are present everywhere. They are usually erected by using a metal wire. The pole wire and the ground form a triangle. But if the length of the wire decreases, what will be the shape of the triangle and what will be the angle of the wire with the ground? So you need to answer to this. Again I am reading, see. Electric poles are present everywhere. Yes, right? They are usually erected by using a metal wire. See, suppose think this is an electric pole. Suppose think this is an electric pole. So And as you can observe that there will be some metal wire connected to the ground from the electric pole. For what? Can anyone? For what? To balance. To balance the electric pole, this metal wire will be connected to the ground. Or in another case, if any high current comes, this metal wire takes that current and it directly dumps into the earth. So this is also known as earth wire. Earth wire. There are two reasons for this. Okay, let's all leave about that and see, connected with a metal wire. The pole wire and the ground form a triangle. Yes, no? The pole wire, so this wire, and the ground form some angle. So angles can be taken in the form of theta. So this is theta. So this is theta. But if the length of the wire decreases, what will be the shape of a triangle? And what will be the angle of the wire with the ground? So if the wire decreases, for example, the wire is only up to here, then what will be the triangle? It do not form a triangle. So because the road will not be in upper direction. So now tell me the answer according to the question in the textbook. So you only, I can't read your names today. So okay. So see the second example. A person is whitewashing a wall with the help of a ladder which is kept as shown as the adjacent figure on the left. If the person wants to paint at a higher position, what will the person do? What will be the change in the angle of the ladder with the ground? So suppose here is a wall. So think this is a wall. So this is the person. Think this is the person. So he can whitewash only up to here. Without using ladder, he can whitewash up to only this part. If he want to whitewash here, what he will do? He will use a ladder, right? He will use a ladder. So think this is the ground. He will use the ladder. So what will be the angle with the ladder to the ground? It will be theta angle. So it also forms a right angle triangle, or it forms a triangle. In the temple of Jainath in Adilabad district, which was built in 13th century, the first rays of the sun fall at the feet of the idol of Suryanarayana Swami in the month of December. There is a relation between distance of idol from the door, height of the hole on the door from which sunrays are entering, and angle of sunrise in that month. Is there any triangle forming in this context? So read that and answer by your own. So let's enter into the topic. So now I am explaining you in a detailed manner. This is called a right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, it forms 90 degrees. It forms 90 degrees. So friends, wait. As we know, in right angle triangle it forms 90 degrees. So take any other angle. So this will be, let's take this angle. This is known as theta, and let's name this triangle ABC. So let's take C angle as theta. So anyone in the chat, what will be the angle A? Come on, anyone. What will be the angle A? Yes, that's right. That is 90 minus theta is the answer. So A equals to 90 minus theta. So I'll explain you what is the reason. So what is the interior angles of triangle? So it is 180 degrees. So if one is 90, so 180 degrees equals to 90 plus 1 is theta, and another angle let's take as x. So now we want angle x. So transpose all RHS to LHS. So 180 minus 90 minus theta equals to x. So 180 minus 90 is 90 minus theta equals to x. So what is x? Angle A. So angle A equals to 90 minus theta. Simple. So this is one of the fundamental in learning trigonometry. So small question for you. If there is a triangle, how many ratios we can find from a triangle? Anyone? How many ratios? We can find totally 6 ratios. 6 ratios in a triangle. So what are those ratios? AB by BC is 1 and BC by AB is another 1, and okay, I'll explain you in a likewise manner. So AB by AC, BC by AC, and AB by BC. So we got 3, and now another 3 ratios will be the reciprocal of these ratios. So what is the reciprocal of AB by AC? It's AC by AB. And what is the reciprocal of AC by BC? It is AC by BC. And what is the reciprocal of AB by BC? It is BC by AB. So it is very difficult to learn all these ratios now. So scientists have kept a special names for these ratios. So they are sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, cosecant, mistake from my side. Sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, cotangent. So this So in simple manner we can write it as sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. So now take a right angle triangle. Simply take a right angle triangle. So this is 90 degrees. This is A, B, C. I am not a good artist. I can't draw triangles in a simple manner. So now take angle C as theta. So if it is theta, what will be AB? AB will be opposite to theta. So simply this is opposite side now, this is opposite side. So it is opposite side. So what will be this one? This will be adjacent side. The adjacent side is the side in which theta lies, is known as adjacent side. Opposite side is the side which the theta is direct to the side, is known as opposite side. So, and as we already know, this is known as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. So, hope you understood. This is opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse. For example, if a right angle triangle is like this and theta is here, in this case theta is at angle C. So what will be the opposite side? This will be the opposite side. Opposite side, and this will be the adjacent side, and this will be the hypotenuse. So now as we have written the ratios, no, again let us write the ratios. So BC by AC, AB by AC, AB by BC, and reciprocals AC by BC, and this one reciprocal will be AC by AB, and this one reciprocal will be BC by AB. So now see, and now so what is BC by AC? BC is opposite side by AC is hypotenuse. So what is BC by AC? Sorry, AB by AC? It is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So what is AB by BC? It is, yes, what is AB by AC? So AB is opposite side and BC is adjacent side. So it is opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side. So again reciprocals. Again reciprocals. What is BC? Hypotenuse by opposite side, and this one also hypotenuse by adjacent side, and this is adjacent side by opposite side. So friends, now see, we have written, no, so opposite by hypotenuse is known as sine theta. So adjacent side by hypotenuse is known as cos theta. Opposite side by adjacent side is known as tan theta. Hypotenuse by opposite can be written as cosecant theta, and hypotenuse by adjacent side is known as secant theta. So adjacent side by opposite side is known as cot theta. So learn this, friends, learn it. So read with me. Opposite side by hypotenuse equals to sin theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse equals to cos theta, opposite side by adjacent equals to tan theta, hypotenuse by opposite side equals to cosecant theta, and hypotenuse by adjacent side equals to secant theta, and adjacent side by opposite side equals to cot theta. So let me ask you a question. Let's see who will answer first. What is adjacent side by hypotenuse? Anyone? What is adjacent side by hypotenuse? Yes, you are right. What it is? Adjacent side by hypotenuse? It is cos theta. It is cos theta. I will tell the names in the live chat, one who tells fastly. So, okay, another question for you, friends. What is hypotenuse by opposite side? Okay, what is hypotenuse by opposite side? Anyone? Yes, the answer is cosecant theta. Okay. So now let's go to the topic. So to where we have, let's open the textbook. So as I have told you, sin, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot, like this they are known. As we can observe, cosecant is the reciprocal of sin theta, and secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, and cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So write it. Sin theta reciprocal is what? Sin theta reciprocal is, yes, cosecant theta. So cos theta reciprocal is secant theta. So tan theta reciprocal is cot theta. So now see. So sin theta equals to, what is cosecant theta? Sorry, wait, let me explain you in a simple manner. So see, cosecant theta can be written as 1 by sin theta. Am I correct? Yes, I am correct. So cosecant theta equals to 1 by sin theta. We can write like this because it is the reciprocal of sin theta. So cos theta, secant theta equals to 1 by cos theta. Can we write like this? Yes, because secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So tan theta can be written as, not tan theta, cot theta can be written as 1 by tan theta. Am I right? Yes, I am right. So friends, if you observe correctly, what is sin theta? Sin theta equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. We know. what is cos theta? Equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is tan theta? Equals to opposite side by adjacent side. So do you find any relation between these three? Yes, you are correct. It is opposite side by hypotenuse. Now divide sin theta by cos theta. So divide sin theta by cos theta. So what is sin theta? Opposite by hypotenuse by what is cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse get cancelled. So sin by cos theta. So sin theta by cos theta equals to what is remaining in the sin theta? It is opposite side by what is remaining in the cos theta? It is adjacent side. So what is opposite side by adjacent side? It is tan theta. So we can say sin theta by cos theta equals to tan theta. So in the same manner in the reciprocals also. So what is the reciprocal of sin theta? It is cosecant theta by what is the reciprocal of cos theta? By secant theta equals to what is the reciprocal of tan theta? It is cot theta. So we can write sin theta by cos theta equals to tan theta and cosecant theta by secant theta equals to cot theta. So hope you guys have understood. So I have forgotten to tell you, join in the WhatsApp group. The link is given in the description. And if you have any doubts, ask in the live chat or in comments, or if you want to ask me personally, join in the WhatsApp group. There my number will be. And please friends, please like, share and subscribe. I need all the support from my friends. And now our subscribers count is 58, and thank you for the 50 subscribers. And I thank the channel Science in Ease and Lakshmi Bollepalli for introducing about my channel to their watchers. Thank you. And let's come into the topic. So let's solve example 1. Let's solve example 1. So what is example 1? If tan A equals to 3 by 4, then the other trigonometric ratio of angle A is how much? They ask it like this. So now see friends, it is given like this now. So what you guys need to do is just, sorry I have forgotten to tell you, there is one triplet that is known as Pythagoras triplets. Pythagoras triplets. What are Pythagoras triplets? Before learning Pythagoras triplets, you need to learn Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem. So what is Pythagoras theorem? It is in a right angle triangle. So see. In a right angle triangle, sum of the squares of two sides equals to the square of its hypotenuse. So in a simple manner we can write it as, what are the two sides? Let's take it as side square plus side square equals to hypotenuse square. So hypotenuse can be written as hyp square. So this is Pythagoras theorem. So the sides which satisfy these rules are known as Pythagoras triplets. So let us discuss Pythagoras triplets after some time. First let's do the sum. So wait a minute. Sorry. So sorry for the disturbances from the outside. So let's solve this sum. What is given? If tan A equals to 3 by 4, then the other trigonometric ratio of angle A. So they have asked you like this. So So let's change the pen color. Let's change the pen color to this color. So now see, draw a right angle triangle. Look, it has A, B, C, and right angle is here. So in computer it is somewhat difficult to draw a right angle in an exact manner. If you are doing in public exams, just draw it with a scale and protractor, otherwise you won't get marks. So draw like this. As we know, what is tan A? So what is tan theta? Tan theta equals to, we know it is opposite side by adjacent side. Okay, here tan A means angle at theta. Sorry, theta at angle A. So here is the theta. So what is tan A? Opposite side. So here equals to 3 by 4. This is what given now. So what is opposite side? 3. So BC is 3. And what is adjacent side? It is 4. So if anyone knows the Pythagoras triplets, they can easily say that AC is 5. So I am telling for the one who don't know Pythagoras triplets. So as I have told you, hypotenuse square equals to side square plus side square. So here this is hypotenuse. Yes, no, this is hypotenuse. So to get hypotenuse, we need to do the squares of the other two sides. So as per this, what is one side? 3. So 3 square plus what is other side? 4 plus 4 square equals to hypotenuse square. We don't have hypotenuse. So what is 3 square? 9 plus 4 square is 16 equals to hypotenuse square. So what is 9 plus 16? It is 25 equals to hypotenuse square, and hypotenuse equals to root 25. So what is root 25? So hypotenuse equals to plus or minus 5. So the hypotenuse equals to plus 5 only. So you may have a doubt, why we took only plus 5? Why shouldn't we took minus 5? So as you can see, these are the lengths. So length cannot be in negative. As you know, length cannot be in negative. So we need to take plus 5. So this is the answer. So friends, thank you for watching. So this is only today's class. So friends, thank you for watching and all the support from your side. and please like, share and subscribe to your friends. So if you haven't joined in the WhatsApp group, join in it to get daily live notifications, and thank you.